crackheads.
We like just sucked off his head.
Crackheads be like.
Oh!
White people be like. Gay people be like.
Suspiras, got me beaters. Seritas. Yeah. Says.
And can't touch.
I'll catch up with you. I don't know when, but I'll catch up. Every time you turn around, expect to see me. There's one time you'll turn around and I'll be there, kill you.
Ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Even Mando Season 3, people kind of just started to see through the cracks. People started to take it less seriously.
If you cancel my show, I'll kill myself.
Mando is cool. It's like the gunslinger show, you know? Because like that first season, the first episode, really sets the tone. Ahsoka pilot here, right out the gate, you're hit with a wall of text that's red, with this darker, somber, almost menacing music playing. Not like every movie trailer today where the first 2 or 3 seconds is like this weird fucking hyper like explosion version to get you here's the fucking keys dangling, you know, like to get your attention before the actual trailer starts.
Die, you son of a bitch.
None of that, you know. Immediately it's like, no, you have to read. You have to, like, this is for adults. Yeah, this is just completely different tone. And that's not saying like the normal Star Wars crawls, or what does that mean? Fucking anytime there's a Star Wars crawl, you're saying it's more adult? No, I just mean immediately. Basically, you instead of narration or like I said, some quick spectacle or whatever.
Cool. One of your expert hosts doesn't know the word exposition.
There's nothing celebratory at all about it. It's just like here, and you just have to go, oh, I have to pay attention. I have to read this, and immediately kind of you're put in this place of you're settled. It's not like, here we go, like, fuck yeah.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. It's just a joke. Come on. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
It's like, oh shit, like I gotta sit down and watch this. I gotta pay attention. And also, I noticed immediately the music, the score. It's a lot of undertones. It's darker in general. Even when you hear Ahsoka's theme and stuff like that, it's not played in this kind of joyful way. It's all pretty kind of flat and depressing. I got that Mando feeling again from that first pilot, where it's like, oh shit, this is different.
Yeah, you know? I think it's because it's like it's picking up where Rebels ended, where you know a bunch of bad shit has happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm talking to you. I also just think that the reason I feel that way is because that first episode, that first season of Mandalorian, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni were all over that.
Oh yeah, you could.
And this is obviously Ahsoka or Dave Filoni's baby, you know, so he's gonna put everything into this, so that's why this show is so exciting. Not because it's Ahsoka, not because it's new Star Wars, but because it's Dave Filoni doing it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, they also know how to present this more serious, this more real version of Star Wars without it being too much. You know, without it being Rogue One kind of thing, where it is just a straight up war movie kind of.
Yeah,
it's very, very dull. You know, everyone dies. Oh my. Bro, I'm done. What fell? Everything.
Oh, everything?
It's fine. Like, it's not even like, hey, here, pause this if you really care. It's like
no, you're gonna read
learn some fucking context here, you know? Balin's intro here is cool. I'm already worried though, just from this first action interaction, that everything is going to look rushed and kind of off, kind of goofy, because the effects here and just I feel there's no impact to what they're doing at all. The lightsabers in particular, there doesn't feel like there's any impact.
Yeah, I'm about to say it felt
swings.
very like when they were swinging, it kind of felt like they were holding back a little bit, like the swings weren't, because I feel like in the prequels, like when they were swinging, like you could feel those impacts. They were like actually like swinging them hard. They were like, you know,
well, and they were connecting.
They were actually connecting.
They
too.
felt that recoil.
Yeah,
you know, from whereas with that, I think I get the idea. It's, you know, hot knife through butter, but it literally just looks like you're doing nothing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Like, to me, immediately, none of what they do here is cool, because it looks like she's practicing.
Yeah.
It looks like they're kind of rehearsing the choreography.
Like, yeah, they're doing it very like almost in like slow motion. It feels like
she didn't even touch this guy.
Yeah, she didn't touch him either.
I don't even think she touched him.
I don't think she did. Yeah, like
and
look like she
I
touched him
just
at all.
some of the stunt pulls. That one looked fine. It's one later that I noticed that just straight up looked like the lady from Tarantino's Django Unchained, where he shoots her and she literally gets rope pulled.
Yeah, you could,
8 feet back.
Yeah, you could clearly see that it was like someone pulling a rope.
Yeah.
Do what now?
I said tell Miss Laura goodbye.
Bye, Miss Laura.
That's fine, but when you've done all this effort to immerse me so much, it doesn't feel like there's any weight behind their...
Yeah, their swings are very...
Their kills, you know?
Yeah, their swings are very just like...
I mean, I think what it is it's Disney. You thrust me into this darker version of Star Wars, and then immediately your first instance of action shies away from shows none of that viscerally.
Absolutely.
None of that violently.
Yeah.
It's all, like I said, completely whiffed almost. It's like they're rehearsing.
You can tell from the camera angles too, like they kind of cut away whenever someone gets hit, and then also like the one where you saw when she killed the 2 guys, like you could see by the camera angle, like the second guy that she killed, like it was kind of blocking where the signal was going to hit him, so you couldn't actually like see the impact.
And again, with this, it feels like they're whiffing, they're rehearsing.
Yeah.
And when you're going for that serious kind of thing, this aesthetic, it immediately took me out of it.
Yeah, it did too for me. I was like, these swings don't even look like they're connecting.
I have to see more from her. I also, the other thing is, like, I only watched the first 2 trailers, like the ones that came out months ago. I haven't watched any of the newer stuff just because they, you know, have ruined things for me.
Tell this retarded cat to let me out.
Avoid trailers recently. And
Yeah.
Despite only seeing 2, this entire first episode, I feel like I've seen just because.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the trailer, it's like the old Call of Duty.
Gotta do it.
Hello.
Sounds like someone breaking in!
Just the storm, Dick. Sit down.
It's like the old Call of Duty campaign ads where
Take off your glasses,
they would announce the new
douchebag,
COD
like,
every year with the
seriously?
campaign.
Yeah.
With the new story,
You
not necessarily the
are
stuff
in
you care about,
a
the
basement.
multiplayer and stuff like
You
that. But it's just how they
absolute degenerate.
open. I don't remember. Lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah, she was the one with like the Beskar staff. They kind of had that Kill Bill scene.
By the way, Disney got a new fucking strong female leader. Fuck you, Daisy Ridley. It's all about Ahsoka.
Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
Kevin, pick up the phone.
Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
Yeah. Mr. Vibe.
Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
I need more ice cream.
Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
Make me more music.
Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
COHOST, he's retarded.
Hey, bro, you got a phone call. Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
Hear me, HauzKat, you're retarded.
Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
It's fine now.
Slavery.
Yes. I got my swagger back.
You black strip, suck a piece of shit!
Where's Ray? Where's Ray?
No. Full scale Yoda's lightsaber.
I was gonna say isn't that Yoda's?
Yeah, it's just full size.
It's fucking giant.
It's just the size of a human's version. Human size Yoda would be fucking scary.
That would be, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Yoda, just like even at like his small scale, would be terrifying. Like Loki. He's got this like a little fucking green gremlin dude. Like,
Well, if you've ever had a little dog chase you or something, or like if you've ever been in a chicken coop,
yeah.
having something small that you can just like punt out of the way can be really scary because it's like this little fucking thing that you don't want to hurt, but at the same time it's trying to hurt
you up.
You know, so.
See what the fuck is happening?
This I also had to pause and go back because just look at this fucking circle.
I was gonna say it's literally a perfect circle.
Perfect. And it's fine because it's a lightsaber and it's for the visual.
Yeah.
But this is rock. There should be cracks. There should be just scorch marks around the edge. Look, like it's completely barren. It looked like that for years.
Yeah. It was like someone like smoothed it over almost with like sandpaper.
Yeah. And to me, it's just like, what am I watching? Am I watching a video game? I like this being, this is obviously 10 years or whatever after Battle at Lothal, after she's lost Ezra. She's kind of this war hero that wants none of the glory because obviously to her it wasn't a victory, it was a failure. She lost Ezra, Kanan fucking died.
Yeah, Kanan died.
So she's kind of got this like emo goth girl thing going on with the longer hair, and she's got fucking problems with her Mandalorian family. She's got
she was supposed to be like the heir to like the next like the clan or whatever.
She was Ahsoka's apprentice, and then they just had a falling out because
she was also Kanan's apprentice, and he died.
Hu Yang even tells her in this, like, out of all the Jedi that I have trained in the 2,000 years I've been alive or whatever, you are the least force sensitive. You have the least amount of potential out of all of them. Like, he even straight up tells her that. Like, we see why she's so discouraged. We see why she's a recluse. We see why she doesn't want to be fucking Mr. Krabs' party buddy, Like, she doesn't, whatever the fuck his name is in this.
I forget his name already.
The guy, Mr. Krabs guy, fucking...
Brown.
One shot. One kill. You taught me that, you stupid son.
Hey!
It's destroying his own set. That's crazy to me.
But I would love for Sam Hooper to do something Maul related in this.
That'd be really cool.
If it is Starkiller, I'm not gonna be like, God damn it. It looks great, and I'm glad that effort was put into making the
yeah, and like she reacts to like a fucking light disappearing, like what the fuck?
the HauzKat. It's not like everything that I'm pointing out I have an issue with. It's more or less just I'm pointing out that I noticed it and giving my potential reasoning, or what I think is the reasoning why I noticed it.
It was also like Tales of the Jedi when she killed the Inquisitor. The second she disarmed her, she hesitated fucking off.
Well, that's what I mean, you know, is that she knows that she's past the formalities. She knows that element, that third-party element of hesitation is a death sentence.
Yeah. She saw it firsthand plenty of times.
Yeah. And that was kind of part of Anakin's
influence.
Training, and honestly his like torment was that this idea of I need to be ready for anything at all times because you never know what'll happen.
Like that. Like, wouldn't that fucking hurt?
Well, not just that, but look at this thing topple over like it's a person.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have like robotic kind of movement. It feels too human-like.
When she brings up HK droids, she's like, Hunter Killer droids? Like, are you serious? Like, no, we don't have those around. Like, these things are supposed to be like Terminators, you know? Like,
yeah. And it missed twice at point blank range.
But she's fucking beating it up
beating it out.
like it's a jiu-jitsu match, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and then like it needs recovery time. Like instead of just back up because it's robotic, you know?
Robotic. It just kind of wait.
It's like it's disoriented.
Yeah, like it actually got like stunned or something.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm being overcritical of all of this.
You bitch ass niggas.
Or I'd much rather that like she just cut her arm off or her hand off or something like that, you know?
Or slashed her in the shoulder and just took a chunk out of her times there.
He might be a school shooter, my nigga, I'm telling you.
Like, especially because it's Dave Filoni, it feels weird.
Yeah,
that she just straight up gets stabbed with a lightsaber and really is up and running and fine in the next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, at least Reva was like.
You'd think he of all people would know how fucking incapacitating that actually would be. This is her moment of realizing that there's something in there because she's saying, why is the cat sitting out here?
Yeah, why's the cat sitting outside?
Oh, there must be something in there.
Yeah.
She was probably actively taking 10 years off my life, like her can.
Yeah, right.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, fully fantastic. Put me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Roll.
See how it's got a real wide, puppety mouth?
Yeah.
The design is great.
Yeah, it's great. It's so great. I love the HauzKat. I was like, this is great. Like, it feels like it's like, even though it's like, you know, partially CGI, partially puppet, but it just feels like it's actually like there, it's like an actual living thing.
In the show, or like the animated show, they're more round, designed away. So does she just like summon something? Here I am going on with all these fucking little critiques about fucking visuals using big words, right? And then I can't even comprehend what the fuck's going on with my little pea brain. It just, Jesus, look. It just doesn't look right. Like, I couldn't get this any more perfect. I'm not saying that about, like, any of my criticisms of the visuals isn't criticisms of the visual effects artist's work. I couldn't have made this more perfect. It's the way it's done, the way they shot it, the method that they used. You know, this is their big bang. Like they're counting on Ahsoka to do well, right. You know? So I'm sure Dave Filoni was pressed for time. Production people were pressed for time. Set people were pressed for time. Effects, stunts, all of that. You know, I'm sure they all had a very limited window for this, and so far everything has been passable. There hasn't been anything that's been like, oh my god, this just ruins the whole episode for me, like there was for Kenobi. I have a little bit of a complaint about his design. He looks a little too much like a medieval knight to me.
Yeah, I was like knight-ish.
I know there are some Inquisitors that kind of have that look, but it's just a little too much like a knight.
I like that Kanan-esque scene that she had when she cut her hair. Like, Kanan did the same thing, where she was like, kind of like, almost like, I guess, like metamorphosizing to a different person.
Well, it's a bit of a metaphor. It's she grew her hair out in those 10 years of kind of loathing and being depressed and down, and now she's ready to cut it all off. She's ready to get back to being Sabine. She's ready to be an apprentice again, She's ready to try. Like they all kind of do. They're all kind of uniquely kind of rugged in their own way. Zeb is this fucking nasty looking alien. Sabine's this hard-nosed, standoffish Mandalorian. Hera is this capable, humble but confident kind of paternal figure. Kanan is this conflicted Jedi who has all this baggage with this, knowledge and information in his head. Feels like he can't, pass that on without it being some form of disaster. Mm-hmm. Chopper, comic relief. Ezra, kind of bullheaded adventurer that we get to follow around. He's kind of our main character who has these bumps and bruises, ups and downs, but we learn with him, kind of thing. He learns through it. So they all bring their own kind of thing, which is why what I'm trying to say is they're all written well. It's a family, it's a crew.
They all add like their own dynamics to the crew.
I love that they have her show visibly the respect that she has for the Master, because it gives us something to think about.
Yeah, see, she looks to him like, so what are we gonna do?
It gives us something to think about. Like, why does she respect him? Mm-hmm. Why?
He's like is he really fucking strong, or what? Like, what's?
And it also shows that she's a committed student. It shows that she has calculation. So I thought at the end of episode 1 when Sabine got stabbed, I thought right away we were gonna get thrown into the time travel shit. I thought that's how we get Sabine back, is they go through time or something.
They go through time, yeah. That's how like Ahsoka lived through the temple, collapsing.
Yeah,
you pulled her through that.
Pulled her through.
Ahsoka!
So I thought we were getting thrown into that right away, but no, she just survives it.
But she's literally fine like the next day.
They got back to, I guess, you can just regrow the tissue on her organs and her lungs.
I guess.
Who the fuck knows? I like that the portrait is still the animated versions of the characters.
Yeah.
They didn't change the artwork. Like, it's still moving relatively quickly. Not like Mando, which was spinning its fucking wheels. You end the episode and you'd be like, what the fuck is happening? Where are they gonna go?
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
Look, Disney, I'm all for diversity hires or whatever, but why does every single writer for my show have to be autistic? Can't I have one or two who still make me cool? Hello, Dank Farrick.
Everything that I've mentioned, it's just stuff that I've noticed, and it's nitpicks. Dave Filoni or whoever it was that said, "Oh, this is Rebels season 5." It feels like that.
Yeah,
it feels like just a continuation.
Of
Rebels, just picked up 10 years later. This sort of weird, like Google search on Balin's lightsaber. It's just kind of thrown in as their way of learning his name.
Yeah, learning.
It's fine because it's like, of course, thousands of years of Jedi generations, there'd be some form of database.
Yeah, they had the archives.
Yeah,
the Jedi archives. They had like data on like every single planet that they knew of. Well, every single Jedi that's been there, and all the lightsabers and stuff.
Yeah, all the different.
They kind of like kept track of everything.
Emitter models.
Emitter models and stuff. Like,
and shit.
Everybody's like hilts are unique to them. So.
Yeah, but just like I've only known one to craft a lightsaber like this, and it just looks like a normal lightsaber.
Yeah, it looks like a normal lightsaber.
It's like, can you at least give us some visual indication that it's different?
Yeah.
so that it just doesn't feel like I've only known one out of 2 Jedi to have ever crafted a lightsaber like this. It's like, that just doesn't.
Yeah, it looks very basic.
It doesn't add up. I just don't believe you.
Yeah, it's like
I don't believe that no one else has made a lightsaber that looks like that.
Yeah.
If you told me that and it looked like Ezra's first one, just a straight up stapler gun.
Yeah, like it fucking had like a blaster
and it's it's a blaster lightsaber hybrid. I believe.
Yeah, I believe.
Because that's
very unique.
Very unique. But yeah, I just.
Or even like Kylo's with like the cross guard.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely like no one really has made something like that.
Yep.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
These are frame blue jeans. These are shoes that I picked up in Mexico. Ooh. This is maybe Prada. This is some sport thing. I don't know.
Keep it easy.
This is insulate. I don't know.
What a stupid son of a bitch.